If you want to have an amazing life, if you want to have a bold life with a lot of things happening for you, it is going to be proportioned to the boldness and the bravery that you will have. And boldness and bravery means you trust your heart more than you trust your head. Remember that. Being brave is you trust your guts and your heart before you trust your head. And you're living a life from the bottom up. That means you are having your nervous system telling you something in your belly, you feel it in your heart, and then you take the decision to act on it or not, okay? Instead of living a life where your head is suppressing things down. Because the current that we have as animals, as instinctive human beings, which is a more sophisticated way of being an animal, I guess, because we use our brain a little bit more, is that we have these impulses coming from our vagus nerve, scientifically, anatomically, from the bottom up, and then the brain processes it, and it sees it as a threat or as an invitation, and then it either goes with that and trusts it and observes it and supports it, or it suppresses it. And then, you start to weaken and you start to quiet yourself down. So I want you to learn how to be able to interact with these upward and downward currents. But the one thing today is I want you to make a decision which is not in the head. It has to come from the guts. Don't worry about how yet. We will figure that out together, but you need to come from the heart and from the gut if you want to have a bold move, which means a bigger perspective for you in 2026. The manager does whatever it takes for the artist to be its best. Okay? The entrepreneur uses the artist as its best and positions it at its best. And this is what we need to learn to do for ourselves, and indirectly, without you realizing, this is really what I do in the back end for you. If I see that you're not managing well, I interfere. If I see that you are not being used in the right places at the best of your abilities, making profits or making yourself happier, then I tell you to change position. So in the end, this is really my role as the host of the inner circle, and as me kind of guarding and orchestrating everything behind the scenes for you, with my team helping me, and they basically execute on what I see and what I feel. But all of my decisions are coming from the guts first. And whenever I took a decision in the head, most of the time it was hardship, it was difficult. It still worked, but it worked nowhere as easily as it could have if I had have just gone with my first intuition.